Jose, heart of the Silicon Valley and home to the San Jose State Spartans, and anticipation has been high all week for this one. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Central Michigan's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run it. The Chippewas will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the run, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
And the Chippewas with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Labus. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Chips.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Spartans send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the single back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. To the air, it's Labus. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The throw to the outside is complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Labus. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
3rd down coming up.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Brown wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. That's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in. It's Nash. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Spartan!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Wants to throw. It's Lavis. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Parker. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Finds his man. It's Lockhart. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Lockhart. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they regain the lead.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in San Jose than you have? A captivating game so far. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at CEFCU Stadium.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Spartans are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Off he goes. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Just threw that one way too far.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
At the 6-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. It is perfect.
San Jose State, 13, Central Michigan,
7. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. He makes the connection, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Chippewas get the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Labus. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and management so much easier on the offense.
That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's got trips left, single receiver right on 2nd and 2. Quick completion to the right. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
A 1st down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Nash.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Brown will throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, San Jose State! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They want to throw it. Still looking on the move. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt.
San Jose State, 19. Central Michigan, 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Scanning the field, it's Lavis. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking to pass on second down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Chippewas headed quickly to the line. They keep attacking through the air. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. To the air, it's Lavis. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the score, and he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Coming after it. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
2nd and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Lavis. Gets open down the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
It's now 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
A loss